Hello, my name is Sally and I am one of the makeup artists with Look Fabulous Forever, which is skincare and makeup specifically designed for older faces. Today I'm with my lovely model Pam. Today we're going to do a full makeover, a warm makeover, as Pam is a warm lady. And Pam, with her friend Jenny, won our competition that we ran to celebrate Look Fabulous Forever's 10th birthday. So we've already done a makeover on Jenny, which is in another video. So hopefully if you haven't seen that, go back and look at that video. But today we're going to do Jenny's friend Pam. They both won the competition. So thank you for being my model.
Thank you.
So we have already prepped Pam's skin. We've put on our serum and we've put on the day cream, and I've let that sink in. It's important to just wait a few minutes. Do something else if you're at home. Brush your teeth, do your hair, get dressed before you start the makeup process. And what I'm going to do first is to use our Smooth Like Silk Face Prime on Pam before we put on her Light Look Beauty Balm. This is brilliant. I'm going to just put a couple of pumps onto my hand, and I'm just going to put a little bit all over Pam's clean and moisturised skin. The other thing I did is I put a little bit of our moisturising lip balm on Pam's lips so that will just give her lips time, by the time we get to lipstick, to stay nice and hydrated. Really important, particularly if you've got slightly dry or chapped lips. It's great to use a lip balm. You can always just wipe it off before you do the lipstick. So the face prime just will fill in any fine lines you might have or any open pores. And if you feel your skin, actually I'll let you, Pam, just feel the side of your face. It should feel like silk.
That's lovely.
It is literally a silky effect that means that when you put your Light Look Beauty Balm or your continuous cover foundation on top, it will last all day and just glide on. Pam likes quite a light look in terms of coverage for her foundation and has got beautiful skin. So we're going to use Light Look Beauty Balm in shade 0.5. And this is just one step up from a tinted moisturiser, but not quite as much coverage as the continuous cover foundation. So I'm just going to apply this with my foundation brush number 10. Which just allows really easy application. Because the brush has got nice sort of firm bristles, you can really buff the products in for almost like an airbrushed, flawless finish. You can apply with fingers, but if you've never tried a brush, you'll find it so much easier. The next product that I'm going to use on Pam is our beautiful Cover to Cover concealer, and I'm going to use shade number 2. And this just gives a little bit of extra help, particularly good if you've used the Light Look Beauty Balm, which is quite sheer coverage. There just might be areas that you want to just help a little bit along the way. So it's in effect like using a little bit like using a foundation, because it's still really creamy. So I'm applying it with my concealer brush number 4, and I'm just going to, particularly if there's a little bit of darkness, most people have got a tiny bit of dark just around that eye area here. And I'm stippling it with the brush. And then I'm going to take my ring finger, because this is the finger that you can apply with the least pressure, and tap, literally tap, 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 so that the warmth of my finger melts the concealer into the Light Look Beauty Balm. And then you can also, if you want to, just apply it if there's any little bits of, I like to use it on me, around my nose. I've got a few little broken capillaries. Most people have got just a few little areas where they need just a little bit of extra help. So just without having to wear a foundation, you're just giving yourself a little bit of extra help in those areas that you might need it, or on any little bits of pigmentation. So what I'm going to do now is to set the Light Look Beauty Balm and the concealer. So I'm using my eyeshadow brush number 7 just to basically set just around the eye area. And if there's any little areas I've just concealed, and put a little bit of extra concealer on using a stippling effect. And then I'm going to use my big, lovely, soft, fat powder brush number 1 just to sweep powder over. So I'm using our translucent powder, which is so fine, so sheer, that it's just perfect for older skin, because it does not sit in lines like some powders do. It glides on, it almost blurs like the face prime. I love it. Just a fantastic powder, and it will keep your makeup on even in the heat or under hot lights if you're dancing the night away. Next product that I'm going to use on Pam is the Smooth Out Eye Prime, and this is a fantastic product for keeping your eyeshadow in place without creasing all day long. It also will just, as we get older, we get a few little sort of broken capillaries and a bit of pigmentation on the eyes because the eyelids are really thin. And so this will cover that so that when we put eyeshadow on, it's a true colour. Tiny, tiny amount is all you need of this product. Make sure that your eyelids are oil-free when you put it on and dry. While we're on the primer section, I'm going to add in Never Feather Lip Prime to Pam. This is our third primer, and it's fantastic for basically stopping the migration of lipstick if you've got slightly fine lines, as most of us have as we get older. I'm going to put a little bit of this product just on the outer edge of Pam's beautiful lips, beautiful shape, so that when it just gives it time to dry, so that when we do the lipstick, we've already done this. Just on the outer edge, not all over the lips because it creates a barrier, so you don't want to put it on your actual lips itself. I'm now going to start on Pam's eye makeup. So the first product I'm going to use is one of our No Shimmer eye shades in lovely warm, it's cocoa, which will look really nice with Pam's beautiful brown eyes and her colouring. So I'm going to do a wash of cocoa all over her lids. I've actually put a tiny little bit of powder just here and here to stop any spillage that we might get. It's something that you can do yourselves at home if you find you get a little bit of eyeshadow transferring as you put it on in exuberant fashion. So that will stop that. Okay, so I'm going to put this on, this cocoa, with my eyeshadow brush number 7. And I am bringing it reasonably high to create a slightly false socket line area. So as we get older, our socket lines tend to drop a little bit, as does everything, doesn't it? So it's quite nice with eyeshadow to bring it up a little bit higher. What I'm going to use now is our beautiful chocolate shade. Again, a matte shade, really, really flattering to older eyes. And I'm using the smaller brush number 9 to apply just a little bit into the outer sort of corner. So I'm just going to put just a little bit to create a little bit of a stronger sort of lovely brown. You can have smoky grey, but you can have smoky browns as well. So this just creates that bit of depth and a bit of shading. So let's just do this one as well. So again, just, this is sort of like a chevron sign or a number 7 shape or a V. But the brush allows you to really put it in a precise way, and then the secret is to blend it out. I haven't blended the other side yet. So when you blend, it just looks like one colour has melted into the other, not like you've got 2 colours on. So now I'm going to go back again and blend with my eyeshadow brush number 7. I like to little firm, short motions, but in the same way, in the same area and direction that you put it on. And I like to go out to in, because if you go in to out, it's easy to drag it down too low and droop everything. So little short blending motions will just blend and melt one colour into the other. The darker the colours you use, the more you need to blend. I'm now going to use our beautiful soft eyeliner in shade dark brown, which will complement Pam's beautiful brown eyes. So I'm starting again at the outside, just at the last lash, lifting it up slightly and bringing it across. I'm going probably just over halfway, about 2/3 of the way across. You can go all the way across if you want to, but I quite like not going quite to the other end, because then it opens the eye a little bit more, lifts it and widens it. So this will just help to make Pam's lash line look more defined, and therefore her lashes look thicker. You're doing it right at the base of the lashes, and these are so easy to use because they literally glide on. And what I like to do is to slightly taper it as it gets further in towards the nose. Take the pressure slightly off the pencil so that it just disappears, so that you're not left with a sort of a stopping point. Again, because Pam has got quite dark brown eyes, I'm going to go with the dark brown on the bottom as well. So if you just look right up, lovely. Maybe not pressing quite as hard, so it's slightly softer, but it will just open up Eyeliner can make such a difference to somebody's eyes if you've never used it. Just open the eyes. Lovely, well done. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Rather than going over the dark brown eyeliner in chocolate, which I could easily do, because Pam is wearing a beautiful green top, I'm actually going to take our forest green, which is a really lovely dark shade of green, and take my wedge brush number 8, and I'm going to go over the eyeliner. Even though it's green on brown, it will just make a beautiful dark greeny brown, surprisingly. But it will just add that tiny bit of green, which will pick up the colours in Pam's top and also will look lovely with her brown eyes. I'm just going to put a little bit on the bottom, a little bit of the green, just again to set the bottom as well. I'm now going to frame Pam's eyes with Live Lash Mascara in black waterproof. Really, really nice product. We've already curled Pam's lashes first with the eyelash curlers, just to give them that little bit of oomph, which is a really nice thing to do before putting mascara on. So I'm just going to wiggle, just look very slightly down. That's it, thank you. So I'm wiggling to get right to the base of Pam's lashes. I'm now going to add a little bit of Instant Bright highlight to Pam's face. I'm going to put a tiny bit underneath her brows. It's a clicky pen. Just take a little bit up on your hand. Just a little bit underneath the highest part of Pam's eyebrows in a little half moon shape. Just to define the brows even more. So I'm going to use just a little bit onto Pam's cheekbones, but that will just bring out the cheekbones in a little sort of C shape. Just tap it on. Obviously if you're doing it yourself, you just use it directly from product and then just tap it in with your finger. Because Pam has already got lovely defined brows, I'm not actually going to use the bring back brow shape today, but I'm going to just show you another little technique that you can do just to take a tiny bit of the eyeshadow. So you can either use your wedge brush number 8 or you can use your eyeshadow brush number 9, just to literally add a sweep of colour. And you could use taupe or you could use cocoa, you could use charcoal, depending on what colour your eyebrows are. Just quick and easy. Because Pam is warm toned, I'm actually going to do blusher then bronzer. If you want to wear bronzer and you're cool toned, it's quite nice to put the bronzer on after the powder and then finish off with blusher. But I'm going to use Peach Cream blusher, which is really lovely. But I'm going to give it a little bit of extra help with a bit of bronzer. It's a cream that then turns into a powder, so it has the benefit of both. It doesn't just sink into a skin like sun cream blushers do as you get older, and it doesn't just sit on the surface like some powder ones do. So it's really, really effective. I love it. It's a fairly unique product and so easy to build up. So I put it on with fingers and then I blend it with the blusher brush. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the bronzer, which is scary looking, but it doesn't come out this colour. Start off with the actual blusher brush, just a sweep over Pam's blusher. If you're worried about putting bronzer and blusher on and looking too heavy, then make sure first of all that you do your makeup in the light that you're going to be seen in and have the window in front of you so that you really have got good light. It makes all the difference. I'm now going to use the bronzer as a bronzer, just over the forehead and then sweep it around. And I'm going to put a little bit onto Pam's neck area as well, just to give her that little bit of extra warmth and glow, which works really well, particularly with your skin tone. I'm now going to use our lip liner in shade Strawberry, which is a really nice warm colour. This will help to define Pam's lips. She has the most, just smile slightly for me. That's lovely. Beautiful shaped lips. So I'm just going to outline first of all. It's pretty because it's sort of like a corally red. Just smile for me now. That's lovely. And now I'm going to fill it in. These lip liners are very moisturising, so they're actually, it's great because it's like putting a base on. And again, just to change things up, what I'm going to do, rather than put a lipstick on today, we've put the Strawberry lip liner all over as a sort of a base stain. I'm now going to use Gorgeous Gloss Lip Shine in Cinnamon Kiss, which is one of my personal favourites. So So this is a warm but soft, pretty colour that will go really well with Pam's looks. But because she's got the base of the strawberry lip liner underneath, it will give it a stain, even though lip gloss never lasts quite as long, but it's very easy to top up throughout the day. So there we have the finished look. Pam has now, we've taken her clips out, got her hair down, and so you can see the whole effect of the warm makeup, sort of just enhancing her natural colours. And thank you for being such a beautiful, lovely, very patient model with me.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been great.
Oh, thank you. And if you want to watch Jenny, who is Pam's friend, having her makeup done, she is cooler, then have a look at the other video. Both ladies won the competition for our 10th birthday with Look Fabulous Forever. So thank you again to both of you, and thank you for watching. If you've got any comments on the videos, or if there's anything you'd like us to do, we would love to hear from you. So enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.